Hello everyone, today's lesson is line graphs in chapter 9, lesson 9.4. Okay, the definition of a line graph is a graph that uses line segments to show how data change over time. The series of numbers placed at fixed distance that label the graph are the graph's scale. The interval or difference between one number and the next on the scale should be equal. So, today's lesson is about this table. The question consists of a table, and you are going to change this data into ordered pairs like that. So, firstly we have time and temperature. Temperature here like that. We have some numbers and we have here the time of each temperature, and we are going to use this numbers to form our ordered pairs. Okay, so we have here 1 and 51. So we have here the first ordered pair 1 and 51, 2 and 49, 3 and 47, 4 and 44, 5 and 55, 6 and 44, and the last one 7 and 46. We are going to plot these points in this grid. So firstly, the scale here is the difference between each two numbers between them. So it's 40, 42, 44. So each time we are going to add 2. So the scale here is adding 2. Okay, then we put the point here as 1, 2, 3, 4, which is time. So the horizontal line here represents the time, and temperature here represents the vertical line. So the vertical line represents the temperature and the horizontal line represents time. After that, we are going to use this ordered pair to plot the points. You have to put the point in the correct place. You have to be accurate on plotting these points. So 1 and 51, the first one, 1 and 51. We have here 1 and 51. Okay, so we're going to plot 1 and 51. 51 is between 50 and 52, like that. Okay, next one, 2 and 49. 2 and 49. 49 is between 48 and 50. 3 and 47. 4 and 44. 5 and 45. 6 and 44. And the last one, 7 and 46. And connect it with a line by using your ruler. It's very simple, but you have to be accurate in locating these points. Okay, let's move to the next question. The greatest temperature change occurred between what and what? So let's move to the table here and subtract each two numbers in temperature and we are going to find the greatest difference between which two numbers or which two times. Here, 51 and 49, subtract them together, the answer will be 3. 49 and 47, sorry, the answer will be 2 here. 51 minus 49, it will be 2. 49 and 47, it will be also 2. 47 and 44, it will be 3. 44 and 45, minus them together, subtract them, it will be 1. The next one, 45 and 44 is 1. 44 and 46 is 2. Then, where is the greatest difference between which times is the greatest difference between these two numbers? So he asking me about the greatest temperature change occurred between what and what. What time here and what time here? Between what and what? 3 and 4. So you have to put the answer as 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. You have to put the time that the greatest temperature change. The next one, the same here. We have a table here and we want to convert this table into ordered pairs. So we have this table and we want to convert this table into ordered pairs. So firstly we have Monday represents x-axis and this number represent y-axis. So the ordered pair it will be Monday and 2. Next ordered pair is Tuesday and 2. The next one, Wednesday and 3. Thursday and 6. All of that according to the table. We have a table and from this data we are going to form our ordered pairs. After that, after we order all the ordered pairs, we write it and plot it in our grid here. So our scale is 1, so we are going to add 1 to get our scale here, which is rainfall. 0, start from 0. Every time you have to start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we have the greatest number is 9, so we reached it here. Here, Monday and 2, according to the first one here, the first ordered pair. Okay, 2, Monday and 2, and plot the point. Tuesday and 2, Wednesday and 3, Thursday and 6, Friday and 8, Saturday and 9. After we plot all the points, you have to connect it by using your ruler. So this is the rainfall collected. So we represented this data inside the table with this graph, and that's our answer. Use the graph to answer the question. On which day was the total rainfall recorded the greatest? So we are going to find it from the table, the greatest rainfall. Where is the greatest rainfall? In which day? We have 2, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. Which the greatest one? In which day the greatest rainfall recorded? which is Saturday. Yes, so the answer of this question, Saturday. Okay, on which day Jill record the greatest increase in rainfall collected from the previous day? So we are going to subtract each one. We are going to know what the difference between each day and the previous one of it. We have here, subtract them together. 2 minus 2 equals what? Yes, excellent, 0. So it will be 0. There is no increase in the temperature now. Here, 2 and 3, it increased 1. 3 and 6, it increased 3. 6 and 2, it increased 2. 9, 8 and 9, it increased 1. So the greatest increase in which one? In Thursday. That the greatest increase. So the answer here is Thursday. Okay, let's move to the next page. Now we have this table again, and we want to represent this data: average monthly temperature in Tupelo, Mississippi. It will be according to this table, and we're going to draw it or represent it by this grid. So we have month and temperature. We have January, February, March, April, and May. 40, 20, 44, 54, 62, and 70. He asked me the first question: use the table at the right for 1 to 3. What scale and interval would be appropriate to make a graph of the data? Okay, the scale is what here? To get from 40 to get 70. What the scale? From 0 to what? From 0 to 100. So you have to divide this into reach 100, from 0 to 100, because the greatest number here is 70. Okay, so we want to draw it to reach 70. So we can write it as, we can't write it 1, 2, 3, because it's a lot of numbers, many numbers to reach 70. So you have to write a number. The scale is like, you can write 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or we can write 10, 20, 30, 40, or we can write 20, 40, 60. It's a possible answer, so you can write it another answer, but the scale, you have to put the scale equal between each two numbers. So if you can write it as 1, 2, 3, it's not working because it's till 70. So you can't write till 70, 1, 2, 3 till 70. You can write as 5, 10, 15. If you write it as 5, 10, 15, it works, but the graph will be bigger than that. Okay, so it's a possible answer, not the only answer. Okay, so the interval is 20. What's the meaning of interval? The difference between each two numbers. So the interval here is 20, because we are going to increase every time. We're going to add 20. Okay, write the related pairs as ordered pairs. So we're going to write this data as ordered pair. So we have January 40. Let's change the color. It will be January 40, February 44, March 54, April 62, May 70. After that, we are going to plot these points on the graph. We have January and 40, February and 44, March and 54, April and 62, and the last one May and 70. After that, you connect it with your ruler. Here, use the graph to determine between which 2 months the last change in average temperature occurs. So we are going to subtract each two numbers and we are going to find between which 2 months the least change, the least. So we're going to pick the least number. 40 and 44 minus them, it will be 4. 44 and 54, it will be 10. The next one, 54 and 62, it will be 8. And the last one, 70 and 62, it will be 8. So where is the least number? Is 4. The least number is 4. So which two numbers, which 2 months between it, which two numbers? So we have here between January and February, because he asking me about between which 2 months the least change. The least change between January and February. So that's our lesson today. It's very easy, but you have to determine some data from the table to allow you to use this data to graph this grid. Thank you for listening.